As a visual effects student, I often find myself immersed in the worlds of video games and film. Recently, I had the opportunity to play two of the most amazing and incredible games of all times, The Last of Us and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Both are famous and acclamated for their captivating storytelling and groundbreaking visual effects. In this review analysis, I'm going to examine how these two amazing games from distinct universes can come together and the implications for the future of films and games. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Roger. In today's video, I'm going to review and analyze two of the most iconic games of all times, which is The Last of Us and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Before we start, I want to tell you guys, this is my point of view. This is my perception of the game, so don't take it personal. And yes, my English is weird. This is my second language. I'm from Brazil, and I'll try my best to deliver all the information I have and share with you guys, okay? So, I'm a visual effects student, and here I want to explain to you guys the breakdown and compare the contrast between these two games. It might look different, like Spider-Man and The Last of Us are totally different, but actually not. They have a lot in common. In this video, I'll tell you. The first of all is storytelling. The Last of Us is admired for its emotional storytelling, focusing on the relationship between Joel and Ellie in a post-apocalyptic world. A story involving grief, revenge, hope.
Not her, you know.
What?
Maria told me about Sarah.
Ellie?
And
You are treading on some mighty thin ice here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, Joel. But I have lost people too.
You have no idea what loss is.
Everyone I have cared for has either died or left me. Everyone fucking except for you. Don't tell me that I would be safer with someone else, because the truth is I would just be more scared.
You're right. You're not my daughter.
And lots of infected.
Oh my god!
Then in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 continues the story of Peter Parker and Miles Morales' journey as Spider-Man, navigating the complexities of being a hero and also a human being, an ordinary human being, living in the city of New York City.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker. I'm 25 years old, I have a bachelor's degree in biophysics, and I'm in love with the greatest woman ever. And a while back, I was bitten by a radioactive spider and got superpowers.
So comparing the storytelling between these two amazing games, The Last of Us is known for this dark survival mode game,
God damn it!
while Spider-Man is very bright and colorful and lots of contrast, but they are rich in storytelling. So imagine combining these two games together.
You're Miles Morales. You're 17 years old and a student at Brooklyn Visions Academy.
Like for example, introducing elements from The Last of Us in Marvel Spider-Man could introduce a dark and more mature mood to the game. Explore themes of loss and survival, and redemption, which is my favorite. If you haven't played Spider-Man 2 yet, this game is much more focused on Peter Parker and he's in a depression mood. He's going through stuff. He lost a lot of people, and just imagine how amazing it would be to bring this The Last of Us vibe to Spider-Man's 2, because it makes total sense. Like Joel and Peter, they have a lot of grief, they lost a lot of people. Imagine integrating these two games together. It will be amazing.
The reading, but it's got some interesting photos.
Now, Ellie, that ain't for kids.
Whoa! How the hell would he even walk around with that thing?
Get rid of that.
What? Hold your...
Visual effects. As I said before, I'm a visual effects student. And in this channel, I specifically play games, and time to time, I discuss the artistic aspects of the games. So I like to focus on the texturing, the lighting, the rendering, the soundtrack, the sound effects. And this is what makes my channel so different. But anyways, when it comes to visual effects, both franchises achieve stunning visual effects, no doubt. From realistic character animations to immersive environments. It can take hours or weeks if you really want to explore the entire game and find out all this stuff. It will take you weeks. And if you want to take the time to explore, and I advise you, please do it. Now imagine combining the gritty, desolated, and destroyed world of The Last of Us with the vibrant and crowded landscape of New York City. It would create a visually dynamic and immersive experience. Just imagine Joel in a destroyed Manhattan, full of rats and garbage everywhere. The sky's gray. As Peter Parker's mood changed, the environment also changed. Because through the game, Spider-Man 2, there's moments, for example, in the beginning where Peter Parker is really okay, he's feeling fine, and with time in the game, you notice his mood changed.
I'm the hero here, not you.
So imagine every time he changes his mood, the environment also changes. Change the color, change the appearance to a more dark and mature style, just like The Last of Us. The surroundings, the environment, and the color aspect could change to different tones of grays. As it represents devastation and desolation. The gray color could also speak of the human being and their moral nuances. No one is good enough to be called a hero or a villain. Each one of us has a good and a bad part. And hopefully for future VFX and game students, including me, can start to analyze and critique much more the games and the techniques used to blend these contrasting aesthetics, from lighting and texture design to character modeling and motion capture.
Well, I'm sorry. I trust him better than I trust myself.
Stop with the bullshit. What are you so afraid of? That I'm gonna end up like Sam? I can't get infected. I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had?
Well, we seem to be doing all right so far.
And now you'll be doing even better with Tommy.
Gameplay dynamics. Gameplay dynamics. Gameplay mechanics. The Last of Us emphasizes the skill, furtiveness, however you want to call. Survival in intense combat encounters against enemies, human factions, and the infected creatures as well. Spider-Man 2 offers fluid traversal, which in-game means double jump, dash, or gravity manipulation. And fast movement combats against amazing and iconic enemies.
You're not getting this rock, man!
Our future doesn't belong to you!
So exploring how these mechanic gameplays could complement each other could lead to innovative gameplay. Innovative. Sorry guys, on purpose here. Innovative gameplays, such as using stealth and survival with Spider-Man. Or even better, incorporating swing and acrobats into The Last of Us. Just imagine Joel running away from the infected and then suddenly he jumps in the wall. Just imagine Ellie in a bullet time effect, just like Matrix. How crazy it would be, to the point she would be unstoppable because Ellie is already a badass. So imagine her, Neil's power, and doing all these acrobats like Trinity. It would be so fun to watch and play. Character dynamics. In The Last of Us, Joel can be described as anti-hero with a heart due to his loss in his life. He's a person with total focus on survival. Main goal for him is survive every single day. And also protecting the ones he loves. That in the game can turn him to be a selfish person, and rather he's a hero or an anti-hero, you're gonna love him no matter what. And I'll let you guys decide in the comments. Do you like Joel? Do you think he's a hero? Do you think he's an anti-hero? Do you think he's a villain? Leave in the comments. On the other hand, Ellie can be described as mature or beyond her years or beyond her age. She's too mature for her age because she went through a lot. She grew up in this place, in this world where everything is destroyed, and she had to learn to be tough since she was little. So as a result of the environment she grew up, we can tell she's strong, but also silly and can be rough around the edge. What makes her character iconic and lovable?
Oh, hello. Sorry, the dinosaurs are busy right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, wait. One of the dinosaurs is here. Joel, it's for you.
Very funny.
was pretty funny. Did you get it? It's because you're old.
I love Ellie so much. By the way, I have the tattoo, the same as she has, but a different art. It says endure and survive. In Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker can be described as reserved and quiet. However, this temperament changes with the game. As I said before, in the beginning of the game, he's feeling fine, he's feeling great. Past the game, he's gonna get to a much depressed and darker place. So whenever he puts the mask, he changes his mood. When he's Peter Parker, he's someone quiet and shy. But when he puts the mask, when he becomes Spider-Man, as a hero, Peter always have to choose what's best, what's the right thing, what's the right decision between what he wants to do and what is right.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Okay, before we get down to business, there's something I have to tell you. I'm fresh out of honey.
Since the beginning of all times, every Spider-Man you know, there's always this issue between what Peter wants and what he has to do. And that's what makes him so depressed over the game, which causes a lot of financial and personal issues. Because, guys, if he can't work, he can barely work. The beginning of the game, he starts at a job as a professor, and then the first day he starts the job, he is fired because he'd rather decide, do I have to work to survive, to eat, or I am Spider-Man 100% of the time, and that freaks him out.
You've known me for a long time. When have you ever seen me angry?
I'm thinking.
It was a rhetorical question.
Got it. That one time we were playing a board game at your place and you kept losing.
I wasn't angry at you. I was angry at the universe.
So, Joel and Ellie complex relationship in The Last of Us could provide a compelling contrast to Peter Parker's dynamic with characters like Mary Jane and Miles Morales. In my opinion, they could have done a lot more with Spider-Man and really building this relationship and exploring different aspects of Peter Parker's relationship with Mary Jane and Miles Morales. There's just so much to cover, so much feelings. It's just a waste, I feel. And now I want to leave a question for you guys. If your dream is to become a visual effects or gaming student, or if you already are, I think we could examine how to maintain the authenticity, authenticity. Oh my gosh, this is so hard, such a hard word. Authenticity of each character's personality and motivations while integrating them into a shared narrative. So here's the question. Does Joel and Ellie relationships is related to Peter Parker and Mary Jane? Do you think there's anything common? Please leave in the comments. I want to know what you think. Moving forward, impact in the industry. There's no surprise, these two games are incredible and sold thousands of copies. The studio made a lot of money, and these games are iconic and inspiring for the future artists and game developers. The combination of these two beloved franchises could and will become a bridge for future collaborations between games and films. This will start to happen more often than we think, and that is because The Last of Us became a TV show for HBO. It turned to be amazing. I love the show, I love the game, and that's what makes me so excited for the future, because I'm gonna be a professional in the industry and I can't wait to share with you guys. It could also inspire other visual effects and game students to push their boundaries, really try different things. The other day I saw a Naughty Dog video on YouTube and the guy said, if you're not failing enough, you're not trying enough. So don't be afraid as a student, as an artist, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to push the boundaries and try new things, because that's the future. So if we push the boundaries with the storytelling and immersion through the games, ambitious approaches, we gotta be ambitious, guys. That's what my channel is about. I love playing games with emotional storytelling. I love being in love with the characters. But I also like to play for fun. But most of the times, most of the games, I love storytelling. Once you become a visual effects student or a gaming student, you start to see things in a different way. You start to play the games, look at the texture, the color, the lightning. Even in the real world, myself, every time I go out, I see people, I see the light, I see the sun, I see the shadows, and I see everything beautiful canvas. And it's gorgeous, and I love being an artist. So by analyzing the strength and challenges of merging disparate worlds, I don't know how to say word. Us as students or future students can gain valuable insights and inspiration into the evolving landscapes in the storytelling of the games. In every kind of media, actually. Could be movies, it could be games, it could be YouTube videos. So the conclusion is, The Last of Us meets Marvel's Spider-Man 2 presents a compelling opportunity for exploration and innovation in both storytelling and visual effects. As a visual effects student, evaluate the potential integration of these two iconic games. These two iconic franchises offers invaluable lessons in narrative design, technical execution, and industry collaboration between games and films. By embracing the intersection of gaming and film, we can reach new territories in interactive storytelling and shape the future of entertainment media. Oh my gosh, okay, thank you so much for being here. This is the first video ever where I collect information and I have insight and I share my opinion. Again, English is my second language. I'm nervous, but I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the like button. Thank you so much, and I see you guys next time.